All right, hey guys, what's up? It's me, Andreas, and Chris, and Dot the dog. And we are out on another adventure today on our weekly weather forecast, our weekly weather report, where we come up here and basically give you the what's what on how much snow there is. So there's more snow than there was last week. That's a good thing. You can see it's starting to fill in nicely. So yeah, there's probably what, like 2 inches of snow, Chris?
3.5.
Yeah, there's like 3.5 inches of snow, and that's enough snow to ride on. So we're gonna make our way further on up into the alpine and make some turns. Cause what else are you gonna do on your day off, right? Just hang out up in the mountains. How you feeling, buddy?
Good, yeah, it's so cool to be out here and to see the transformation from last time to this. And I don't know, do I look like I'm kind of bundled up like a mummy?
Are you cold?
I was more not cold, but I was anticipating getting cold. So as soon as we stopped, I just bundled up and I've been good. Yeah, so I'm like ready to go. It's like keeping the engine running.
Hey, oh my God, this golden sun.
Out.
Look at that view.
Yes.
I was gonna say, one of the cool things about today is that we both are repping our Board Archive black beanie. Did you notice?
Shimon. Not visible.
Where's the thing?
On the dark side.
Is it?
Yeah,
can you see it now?
In the corner by your glasses.
Nice. Yeah, we're both sporting that Board Archive beanie.
Coincidentally.
Yeah, totally coincidentally, just like started the day that way. And yeah, this is going to be day 2 of the 2021 season. Hiking up the Sioux River Valley. Let's see where we get. Let's see how far up we can make it. Hopefully it's not too much of a struggle, and hopefully more of the rocks and twigs and logs are covered this time around so that we're not grass boarding. Yeah, because last week's video was titled Early Season Grass Boarding because it was mainly grass.
I called mine snowboarding and people were upset. I would call it snowboarding.
People were upset that I used my mind expander as my rock board. So today I brought out a true rock board. I brought out my my K2 Peacekeeper from like 2012. My old boss, Scott Taylor, who used to be like the hard goods manager at Corbett's in Oakville, shout out to that shop. He gifted me this snowboard way back in the day when he knew that I was coming out to BC. And yeah, guys, you can see it's seen some better days. There are some big ol' core shots in this board, and I've done a bunch of repair work over the years, but yeah, ultimately it's holding together by the strands.
It's good to know that when they tell you it's a wood core, you can check and make sure it is a wood core.
And verify the fact that it's that wood core.
It
yes.
is. Yep, there.
That's where we're going. And Dot is a digging. What are you finding, Dot? So we're, I would say like 3/4 of the way up the mountain now. And today, one of my big additions was remembering to bring some poles. I think it was a pretty handy decision because it definitely helps to redistribute my weight, and it just makes climbing a little bit easier. So you just feel a little bit more stable and in control. Yeah, I think today is an awesome day, especially because of the weather. We're getting some sun, a little bit of mix of clouds. Feels really nice to be out in the mountains, out in nature, in the outdoors. That's where I feel my best. How about you, Chris?
It feels awesome to be out here. It feels like winter, like for the first time. I mean, it looks like winter, and then actually seeing you all like bundled up with all your stuff on, I was like, man, it's winter.
Yeah.
And that felt good.
Feels like winter. It's already way more filled in than last week, so this is looking pretty promising. Lead the way, Dot. Lead the way.
Good day. Oh, tally how.
Just getting to be outside, breathing that fresh air. You know, really helps you get stoked for the season. And it's also like, you know, almost a stoic process going up the mountain. Feels very meditative almost. Good for centering your spiritual mind, bro, man, or ladies out there too, maybe.
No one ever regrets hiking a mountain, Andreas. You know that.
Nobody ever regrets hiking a mountain, gang. Except for that one time with all the mosquitoes. How's that hike coming, buddy?
Good, yeah, just trying to pace, watch out for the slippery sections, using the broad section of my foot.
Whew, it's a good day for boot packing. The snow is nice and crunchy. Way easier than last time when we were walking over grass. Oh, it was so slippery last time. Just coming up into the next sort of field here. And yeah, there's still a lot of grass. There's still a lot of rocks, but it's way more covered than last week. So we should have a much better time making some turns through here. Might even be able to use our edges, which would be a bonus. Chris is up there with Dot. His legs are a little bit longer than mine. He's a faster hiker. But that's okay, because yeah, my endorphins are firing. Starting to get that real feel-good mood from all the huffing and puffing coming up the mountain. And overall, just feeling great. Can't not be feeling this, guys. Beautiful fall day here in October. It's October, what is it today? The 21st? It's like October 21st or 22nd today. So still pretty early in the season. If what we're seeing is any indication to what's to come, it's looking like a really good start so far. So keep your fingers crossed, guys. Up here at the top of the mountain, we have found ourselves some form of animal track. Dot has left the group to go and investigate where they might go. I think it looks like a, I don't know, what do you think, Chris? Like a possum or something?
Jackrabbit.
Ooh, jackrabbit. Do you remember the video game Jazz Jackrabbit? Oh, that was a cool game.
I was just thinking of Parappa the Rapper the other day.
Oh yeah, Parappa the Rapper. That's amazing.
It's a great game.
You gotta crack the egg into the bowl. Gonna bake a cake like you never seen before.
Oh my God.
Man, guys, look at that view. And there's just enough sun. What a beautiful day. Can't get over it.
All right, Doc. It's important when the Sam Scrange comes, we know how to evade and protect. Do what we do. Down. And we down. Good girl. Down. And we 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 down.
Whoop. Just going up a little bit higher, just so that we can say that we went farther than last week. Past this next portion of the alpine here. The problem is that it gets kind of rocky up here, so it's hard to know if there's enough coverage, but it should just act as like a nice little added buffer zone before we get back down to the field. Always got to push that like 10% farther every time, you know? Make it a little bit of a challenge for yourself. Way easier hiking this week as well. Nowhere near as much slipping and sliding around on mud or grass. Way more traction with the snow. And yeah, it's still like the perfect time of the year for boot tracking, or boot packing I should say, just because the terrain is still so varying that it would be very difficult to split board, especially through the forest. Oh, if there's anything I can say about being out here, it's just that it's so beautiful. You know, there's no one around for miles around. Just out here in the wilderness, it's very meditative, it's very calming, it's very pure out here. It doesn't feel like it's as touched by the world. Great place to get away from it all.
There's a lot of foot traffic here.
I know, right?
This is like a interstitial highway in the alpine.
Oh yeah, wow, check that out.
Make sure to look both ways before you cross. All right, looks clear, hurry. Before one of them comes flying out of nowhere.
It's probably what Dot's smelling.
I'm the king of the world!
Super excited to be riding this K2 Peacekeeper. This is the snowboard that I came to Whistler with. And this is the same board that I learned how to ride this kind of terrain on. So when I first moved to Whistler, I had no idea what I was doing as far as riding in the backcountry or riding on powder or riding off-piste at all. So yeah, this board sort of was my learning tool to figure out the ways of out west. I love this board so much that I actually have two of them. I bought 2 of them year after year, or back-to-back years, but unfortunately K2 no longer makes this board, so kind of at a little bit of a loss there. My favorite thing on it though is the treagle. Yeah, you can see there's a lot of nose damage there. I've filled it with epoxy over the years. I think that's a JB weld actually. Ooh, and the sun just came out. Check that out. Oh, it's gonna be a beautiful ride down. Okay, are we rolling this time?
Back up here, round 2. Andreas, is your camera rolling this time?
So guys, we just did one of those typical vlogger type things where did the first run and realized that my camera wasn't on. So we had to hike back up, you know, maybe another 20 minutes to get back to the same spot so that now we are rolling and hopefully we capture this run in its entirety. Guys, there is way more coverage this week. There's actually a good layer of snow there to ride on. I can feel my edges sink in a bit and I'm not getting tossed. It's actually like real true snowboarding this week. All right guys, that first part was absolutely phenomenal. Way more snow than last week. I had a hoot through there. How about you, buddy?
A holler.
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
A hoot and a holler.
Let's hope it stays good for this lower section.
I had a feeling if you cut hard left
and go around
and curve, I have a, because when I was up higher, that's what looked good.
Yeah, should we try that?
Try it.
You mean over here? Snow really tosses you around. It's hard to get your bearings.
Pretty funky.
Pardon me, Dot. Excuse me, Dot. Sorry, buddy. Let me just get over to you first because I'm coming through your switch. A bush in switch. It's not easy. This is actually the same section where I destroyed my dump truck early season last year.
Chris.
How was that, buddy? Give me props.
Malamba ding dong.
That was, for all intents and purposes, a phenomenal little day of like hike and ride. You know, it wasn't a crazy big mission or anything, just a afternoon hike to get out for a couple of turns. Yeah, I don't know if you could tell, but we're still taking it maybe only to 70%, just because we don't want to get hurt or strain ourselves before the season.
Exactly.
Just to get out and get in motion. And
this is still training, but it's way better than gym.
yeah, exactly. Just getting those muscles moving. Chris is determined to make it down through these rocks. You okay? Yeah, yeah, that didn't look good at all. No. I think Chris just like narrowly missed puncturing his spleen off of a boulder. Oh man. So Chris, are you okay from that that encounter with the rock there?
Oh yeah, dude, feeling strong. You should see the rock.
Okay, bye snowboards. Stay safe, nestled in the woods, under the safety of that tree. All right guys, so we're just walking down in a mystic, beautiful sunset. Totally great idea on Chris's part to just ditch our boards up here in a tree somewhere. We just spent like an extra 5 minutes making a little pin on Google Maps and making ourselves a little video so that we know exactly where we left them. And that way, next time we come up here, we don't actually have to carry our boards the whole way up. We can just retrieve them at the point of where the alpine starts. So that's pretty awesome. Great idea, Chris.
Big brain! I was packing light today too, so I have no backpack, no board. Like, this is Xanadu right now.
Yeah, we're literally on a little Sunday afternoon stroll through the woods. Yeah. Yeah, guys, beautiful weather for you know, this early in October. It's amazing that we can get some snowboarding in. Amazing that this is already our second day out on the hill. And yeah, couldn't ask for a better day. Just sort of nice weather, pretty temperate still. Great day for getting out and hiking and enjoying the trees and the woods and the company of a dog and my buddy.
Yahoo!
You!
Yeah, this is really... I wasn't even sure about coming today in terms of like, oh, you think it's gonna be better? But it has surpassed all expectations. Like, everything's just worked out fantastic.
Yeah, plus like what else were you gonna be doing, right? All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and there's lots more videos coming down the line, so don't forget to tune back frequently. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.
Aloha, goodbye. Physically, compared to the last time, I feel like 100, I feel like a million ducks.
Yeah, man, much nicer this time. I think we had even better this time out than last time, and way more snow. All around, a much better experience. Well, that was slightly easier than last week, but gotta keep that fitness up.